Hey everyone, welcome to this edition of Trade with Rob, brought to you by wealthbuildershq.com. This update is for Tuesday, the 3rd of February, 2026. Hope you're all having a great day. Hope it has been a really good trading day for you. As we get started, keep in mind everything we look at is for education. Nothing's meant to be advice or recommendations. All right. So with that, we're going to jump over to our candidates from last week. So I haven't done as many updates as I would like to have this year. I'm hoping to change that. It's been a busy beginning of the year with a lot of family stuff going on. No excuses, just reasons. So we had 3 trades from last week that were for the 27th. All 3 of them went off. So one too good, one not so good. So we'll take a look at all of them in alphabetical order. CRDO. So everything from our last update worked, or traded, I should say, not work, but let me see. CRDO is the first symbol. So we're looking at the 27th, right? So that would be right in here, right? So we had a quick little move up and then back down again. It was really a bearish trade. There wasn't as much room to the upside, so I liked it a lot to the downside. Just didn't really trigger for us. Let's go look at the 27th, which is right here. So we pushed down, we came right back up again. We got to look at 1-minute candles to see it. Look at the one. You can see where we failed, pushed back up, and then closed right there and then failed off of that. So on this candle, we were able to take the bearish trade, but we closed on the upside ever so slightly, but we were down $82.80 on CRDO. No harm, no foul. It's the first one of the year. We'd only done 2 other trades before this. So that was number 3, the first one for the 27th. Next is CrowdStrike. Everything was bearish. Also on the 27th, which is right here. So we're looking for the push into that 482.53. We'll start with the 5-minute chart. It's right here. So we pushed up. We closed down here, we came back up, retested, and failed, and right there was the entry. It wasn't a tremendous move, and if you missed it, you had another opportunity here, although it's lunchtime, which I'm not a big fan of trading there. So we got in at 481.5. Let's go back to a daily chart. We got in at 481.5 and out at 476.70. So $345.60 on that one. And again, I'll share the screen with you with all of them in just a second. Tesla. All right, so we're looking for the 27th. Easy enough to find. It's right there. We closed down below. We gapped up, failed. What did that failure look like? Did it give us an entry? 5-minute candle on the 27th. Failed, came back, played. And then this fib line is 436.50, we'll call it. We closed on this candle, right there. We closed at 436.17, call it 20. So 30 cents away, we failed on the next candle. We got about $1 below, and we're in that trade. So we're in at 435.5, out at 430.90. So on CRDO, we were down 82.80. On CRWD, we're up 345.60. We're up 331.20 on Tesla. For the year so far, we're up $1,911.60 on 5 trades. 80% win rate. One of them has gone against us, which was that CRDO. Everything else looking magnifique. So let's go ahead and jump into today's candidates. So we'll go back first to a daily chart. Let's go and bring up S&P 500. Okay. So we did a great job today with the S&P. That gap down was frightful for some. The bears tried to pull us down. It didn't work. So think about it. What transpired here today? That move to the downside caused the bears, right, to react, but the bulls took immediate action, and that action drove that price up, right? And look what happened today. We did not violate the previous swing low. We did push up above, not our all-time high, but the previous high right there with our wick. So we're moving in the right direction. We've got a low and a high, the high coming off of this candle here, a higher low, and now we're looking to see if we can get a higher high. That takes us above that 7,007 level, all right? So everything so far looking well. All right, let's go look at, we've got 3 candidates today. GLD is the very first one. a stock that has been near and dear to my heart the last couple of weeks. We've been very active with gold lately. So I love the pattern here. I like the downside best, so let's go focus on that first. Move up towards that 430 level and fail. If you do fail off of there, we're going to take the trade off of the fail. If support is at 417, my target here is going to be about 419. Right? We'll take the exit. My stop will be just on the other side of that 430. For the upside, Rob, this is a bearish candidate. Yes, but guys, this is what's called a switchback. We take the potential, we get to move up, pull back, and bounce. If that happens, you take the bounce off of the 430. You're going to have resistance at 441 with a target in there of about 438. Oops, 4. Mouse is not playing nice. 438, you're going to put your stop just below that 430 level. So the idea behind this is no matter what happens tomorrow, you have a candidate. If the market moves up, there's a potential that stock can move in your direction. If the market moves down, there's a potential the stock can move in that direction. That's why we call it a switchback. It goes back and forth. Just look up a switchback turn, and you'll know exactly what it is when you see that. You go, I see it. It just goes back and forth, right? So this is the very first one, number one. Then we have RCL is our second one, and we are closed now, a couple of minutes. Of course, I like the bullishness of this one right now. I mean, this is just wonderful looking. So give me a small pullback to the 331. And it doesn't have to come down to it, towards it. Bounce off of there. If it does, we're going to take the trade, right? The bullish entry, right there with the stop down below. If my resistance is at 339, my target's going to be at 337. 337 and a half, maybe even 338, but somewhere in that area. Let's say we don't move up tomorrow, we fail. Yeah, but Rob, it's a bullish pattern. But if the S&P is moving down tomorrow, this stock is moving down tomorrow, then I'm okay if I want to take it. I've got a clear path to my next level, so I'm okay. Move up towards that 331 and fail, and if it does, we're going to take the trade, bearish. Right? Support's at 323. That puts my target at about 325 on this trade. Right? And again, your stop is just on the other side of what is now a resistance if it does fail. So I like this one a lot. And then SNOW, S-N-O-W, our last one for the day. All right, if we go back and look at the bigger picture of SNOW, so we're talking about snow and I'm whistling and when the rain fell down, right? So we're sitting at the 382 right now. We're right there. I mean, right at that level. So we're going to bring this in. We're going to scrunch it down so we can see the next line. We're bearish. I like the downside on this first. So if this is me trading it, this is what I would do. And if I'm sitting with a coaching student right now, this is exactly how I'm talking to them. We want to see this thing move down a little bit and then pull back. Rob, why not just go down and take the trade? Guys, you can do that. But if you go and look at breakouts normally tend to fail, right? You break out of a line. We broke out here, we failed. We broke out here, we failed. We broke out here. If you didn't take it, if you got out of it that day, you did okay, but we failed, right? The next day, we gapped down. We broke out and we failed. We broke out here and failed. We broke out here and failed. But that one worked, Rob. Yes, some are going to work, right? No, some are going to work, but not all of them. Not most of them, right? I would prefer to take the pullback. Now, if you are a breakout trader and it works for you, that is awesome. It doesn't work well for me. It doesn't work well for the average trader. So I'd rather take it a way that we know can work. So give me the small move down. The retest. Oh, we need red. Small move down, retest and fail. We're going to take that trade as it breaks down below that 191 with our stop just on the other side. If support is at 180 and a half, my target's going to be about 182. Not bad. And a lot of opportunity in there. Right? For the upside, small move up, retest, and bounce. We're going to take the trade on the bounce. We're going to put our stop just under the 191. Resistance is at 200. That's what this dotted line is, 200. Makes my target at 198. Guys, if you get in this trade at 193, you get out at 198, you got $5. You got a 70 delta on your option. You got $3 minus your bid-ask spread. You're looking at $2.50 to $3 of premium there on this trade. Is it life-changing, life-altering? No, but guys, we're talking one contract. One contract would be $250, $300. That is my goal. If I can get you to $200 to $300 per trade, that's all I'm looking for. Because if we could do one contract that way, just one. You need more? Add some more contracts to it. When you feel confident in my system, go to a second contract. Now you're making 400 to 600. You feel confident with that 2 contracts? Go to 3. Now you're making 600 to 900. See where I'm going with this? You got 10 contracts going on there, and you're on the low end of making $200 per contract and $2,000 for a trade. If you only did it one time a week, for most of you, that's enough to retire or quit your job. So listen, I gave you 3 candidates today. We have 19. There are only 3 that you see now. What about the other 16 of them? Go over to tradewithrob.com. Register for this. It's free. You'll get an email every day that says, hey, here's all the candidates with charts. Guys, you're going to get a copy of all those charts, screenshot of my charts with all the Fibonacci lines drawn on there. So you know exactly where the lines are. You can analyze those candidates. There might be one that fits you better, your risk profile better than the ones that I liked. So go ahead and check it out. It is free, tradewithrob.com. With that, make it a profitable day. Stay focused on the quest to becoming a great trader. Keep crushing it. And remember, you're just one trade away. Take care, and I will see you at our next update. Bye for now.